Wait, to another episode of the Metro City. No, wait, no, wrong show, wrong show.
You really used the same intonation there.
I did. God damn.
Show.
Hello everyone. Nope, that's the wrong show too. Hi. Welcome back to another episode of our bullshit.
Price is right.
Price is right.
Price of my.
The time spent with us.
It's true. So, hi everyone. Thank you for tuning in yet again. Another stream. For whatever reason you've decided, I appreciate it for sure. Right channel. Okay. Yep. Oh, looks like. Yep. Hi. Oh gosh, it has been 2 weeks since we last played. I apologize for the week off last time.
How many weeks has been since you looked at me, though?
In the eyes while making love.
Yeah, it's bad.
Just flash a picture of Ben Affleck.
No.
Look at this photograph.
Oh god, we've been live for all of what, a minute and a half, and we're already crossing the memes.
Minute 48. Ah, God.
Uh,
I don't know why people ever pay attention to us. Hi. If you might remember from the last week when we did this experiment, we play Pathfinder 2nd edition. Sometimes. Usually we just meme on each other. That's all tabletop games really is just extended memeing on each other.
Conduit for memes.
Yes, I meme on you guys with an extended plot, setting, and entire, world building. You meme on me with your characters.
That's far
think I
too
got-
accurate, holy shit.
I think I got all of the character memeing out with Fef. Not Fef, while Fef is serious now.
Yeah, it's funny watching how some of you guys have gone full, well, not full, but more serious from the last campaign, and others have gone the complete other direction. Fun. To recap, last session, you guys met in Sabanth, or Sabanth, depending on where you're from, being bodyguards for Captain Turian, and he was a merchant. A merchant, though unaffiliated with the Merchants Guild. Are you happy now?
Hold on. What did I just miss? I see Jake just staring angrily at this.
I don't need the...
It's a cat.
No, it's in Foundry, which Dave used to need to join.
Yeah, look, I'm trying to do 8 different things at once and I keep losing track.
That's fair. I can't believe I'm already getting fucking puns in my goddamn game. You were attacked.
And it wasn't even from the usual suspects.
I mean, one of them was.
Oh, one of them, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
You guys were attacked by sky pirates, which, as you may or may not know, are pirates who fly. After repelling the invader, the boarders, I should say, the ship pulled back and shot down your ship with extreme prejudice. After waking up several hours later, all kind of gathered your stuff. Oh, hey, thank you for the 20-month resub. All kind of gathered your stuff and took the chest from Captain Turian with a promise that you would deliver it to Auhax and headed north. You met on the way there. You camped and had some encounters with some orcs. Oh god. Thank you, Warden, for the 18-month sub.
Everybody in the party making me feel like a broke bitch.
Don't worry, I want to and still can't. Or won't. Both.
That's fair. After gathering the Captain chest, went north. You encountered some orcs after a few days of travel, and managed to avoid your fight turning hostile, and had a peaceful solution.
Yay, booze.
Yay, booze!
Alcohol. The cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
That's just facts.
Alcohol is in fact a solution.
Eventually, you discovered the main thoroughfare road, and after camping out in the morning, you encountered a carriage. You spoke with the guards there and made your way east to the small town of Tallaha. We begin tonight's session with you guys kind of on the outskirts of Tallaha, up on a dune up above the town, I should. It's not the guard that you spoke to previously did not quite didn't quite do the town justice. Where he said it was, 3 buildings. It's a little bit more than that. For those of you who have played Red Dead Redemption, picture about the size of Armadillo. Haven't played Red Dead Redemption? Go fuck yourself. No.
I actually
Hey.
haven't. Wow. Not by choice though. Also, it wouldn't help. I'm spatially unaware as fuck.
No, that's fair. I mean, you can walk from one side of the town to the other in like 3 minutes, but it's more than just 3 buildings.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's effectively a 1-horse town, but it's not terrible. What are you guys? You guys can see as your path coming in. There's a road. The road continues through the town continuing to the east, but there's also it splits and heads through the town and heads north as well. What will you?
What buildings can we see? Just from a quick look.
From
Any
where,
signage at all, or
with how far out you guys are, it's a little hard to see signage. Can see effectively. You can tell what you're fair certain is the tavern, considering how many people are kind of milling about there. But other than that, it's kind of hard to tell. And the tavern also being what you suspect the tavern, anyways, is also the largest building in town.
well, probably would help for us to try and find if there's any kind of general store or something to try and supply up, because God knows how much, like, how many grid miles are we out from Alhax still?
Using the roads. The guard told you, if I recall correctly, it's about following the roads. If you just take the roads and you don't, take an airship or anything like that, it's about 700 miles or so. Still.
Yeah, we've got a Shrek ahead
Yes.
of us.
Unless
I
we take
know-
the ferry that's to the east.
Right, you could take
Right, they did mention there was a ferry that went along the rivers, but that's still quite a ways even to that yet.
yeah, 700-800 miles. Now, that being said, you can see a tavern. You do also see a stable in town. Kind of a large, kind of open stable for horses, of course. And from where you guys are, that's about the only 2 buildings, really get 2 landmarks you can really make out.
I personally vote we just try and get in and find, again, any kind of general store or something to supply up.
It's a good idea. See if we can get a lay of the land here as well.
You guys are gonna head on inside and head into the town. And as you're getting kind of closer, the compacted sand of the road is, a lot more compacted the closer you get to town. And people around here are, don't want to say wary, but you guys are kind of. I believe last week it was said you guys are effectively 3/4 of a pride flag.
We
Little
are
bit.
an unusual bunch, that is true.
Very colorful. As you come into town, you stick out a little bit, and people kind of take notice. You head over to the tavern, and you can tell that it is a tavern. Tavern slash inn. As from what you can tell there, it looks like is a second floor, and you can
Like some boarding rooms, yeah.
yeah, you can kind of gather.
Right.
Complete, by the way, with Old West style fucking swingy door on the front.
But is there a piano player?
Fuck's a
We'll
piano.
play our piano.
No. There is not a piano player in the corner.
Well, they haven't run me off yet. That is perhaps some kind of record.
Oh, new beginnings and all that. Though, of course, we're not really even to stay here, so let's try not to make too much of a name for ourselves while we're here, shall we?
As there may have to be some measure of name making if we don't want to try to take the ferry instead of traveling along the roads the entire way.
You got a point there. Still, actually making it to the ferries is going to be a bit important, and I don't know about you, but I don't think that 1 or 2 water skins is going to get us all the way there. So if we can find any way to keep ourselves stocked up, that probably should be our first priority.
You are learning.
As you guys kind of come into the what was that?
I wouldn't say anything.
Oh, I saw Pax. As you guys kind of enter into the tavern, everyone does kind of stop and stare for a second before just going back to whatever they were doing. People playing cards in a corner, the fucking just in general, this town being effectively on a crossroads for major roads, despite the fact that it's not a big trade city. It's a little bit too out of the way for that. It is they're used to seeing people kind of pass through. Anyone want to do anything?
I am legitimately trying to figure out how to make some money that doesn't involve just outright stealing from this small town that we just arrived in.
Okay. Let me take a look.
Didn't the Swobold mention a bounty board?
Oh yeah, fucking duh.
Yes,
I am going to be calling him that, by the way.
that's fair.
I don't remember his name. He's just Swobold.
It's pretty brilliant.
I love it.
I'm actually gonna help check out the bounty board as well.
Okay. It's actually posted fairly close to the front door of the tavern. And while where Swobold may have undersold the town a little bit, he may have also oversold the actual bounty board, at least its current offerings. There's currently only about one job on being posted right now. However, it is well, correction. There's two. One seems to be a joke of some kind. It's just someone named Mr. Jackson asking you to beat someone up. The other one,
Do
however, is a fairly bad gang of orcs. Seem to have been causing trouble for passersby in to the north of town. The gang, as it were, seems to have been tracked back to a cave northeast of town. But there's not the local sheriff's office can't really spare the resources to go out and handle it, especially because there are reports that they have a trained battle scorpion.
Oh,
I got up to grab something, and I want you to know I just sprinted back across the room to go, excuse me, what did you just say to me?
Yeah, there's reports of a scorpion that they bring into battle with them to help rob travelers.
Shouldn't do that one. We should do the first one.
I think the first one is a legitimate offering.
I mean, in all seriousness, Walla's brood is a fucking a mercenary clan, so I'm taking a job. I don't know about you fucks.
Yo, beat up this nerd in my econ class.
Dunzo.
God.
How the fuck do you have an econ class out here?
Well, I think while they're doing that, I'm gonna see if I can actually approach the bar.
Okay.
See if I can get a hold of the tavern keep. Just ask around a bit.
Sure. And as you approach, the tavern keep slash barkeeper himself is actually a rat folk. Coming up to about 5'8" or so.
Okay.
He looks fairly muscular. It's hard to tell with rat folk, but it's definitely abnormal to see one this kind of missing his right eye. And he's kind of, hi, how can I help you? Wait, no, that's way too close to Mickey.Hold on.
Yeah.
Nope. Abort.
Oh, here comes the season.
And we get DMCA'd in 3, 2, 1.
Abort that harder than I wish I'd been. All right.
Jin pushes a +1 board over the counter. It's cool. Help us later.
Holy shit.
Oof.
Uh,
Rat folks just. How can I help you?
I was just coming through town here with my associates, and we were looking to stock up for a bit of a trip along the road. Don't suppose you know where'd be a good place to start shopping around?
Well, the general store is just up the road. On the north side of town, it's got a sign that says general store. And that would be a good place to shore up your supplies before heading out up north into the desert.
Perfect. And while we're here, I don't suppose I might be able to get a little something to wet my throat.
Sure. What would you like?
Wonderful. I'll just take an ale.
Okay.
Just slide a.
That'll
How
be
much?
3 coppers.
All right, done deal.
Ale.
Slide.
Ale in a small rural community? Cheap as shit.
Hey, it's something.
And
Figure if we're gonna be hoofing it out in the deserts, might as well get a little bit of some kind of town comfort while we can.
that's fair.
Oh,
But
3 alcohols in my inventory.
it's true. The ale itself is not the best you ever had. But it's passable.
Meets my expectations.
Yep. Yep, pretty much. I just heard thunder.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
have
my
a question for you, Jake.
what's up?
Could another word for name for a tavern be a meeting hall?
Oh,
Y'all. Good games.
Hey,
I'm just waiting for the stream to go down.
Look, this is not the time for this. Ask him again, lager.
Oh my god.
We're
Filet
actually
Remington
going.
VR.
Oh.
Closing the windows right now.
I think he's actually going to kill us.
No, it makes sense that he's going to close
Hey,
the
I was
windows, though,
saying,
since a
dude,
storm is brewing.
Oh, I don't like the ominous cackle empty seat.
Dust.
I s-
You asked for this, okay? Remember, you asked every single one of us to be here.
it's true.
So far today.
It's true. So you're having an ale, Mahajapit.
Yes. Yes.
What is ever Lorenz and Fef are perusing the bounty board. What do the rest of you do?
Aslan's keeping Mahajapit company, and also, since he is a small, nerdy little gnome, also keeping him safe.
That's
You
fair.
call it dirty.
Yes.
I mean, am I wrong?
Zendros would probably be perusing the bounty board himself.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Walk over a little bit later and ask, find anything?
I'm gonna find an unobtrusive corner and just keep an eye on my party members.
Okay.
Just the one job. A gang of orcs. I am wondering if it is the gang we ran into.
Funny coincidence that would be.
The orcs you ran into was to the southwest. This one refers to the specifically.
Yeah, but we also don't know how big that gang was.
That's
or
fair.
if they had just come to that watering hole in the south, and there's factors to this shit. Yep. But as I just told Fef, if we help with this job, it's likely the people will be more willing to part with supplies cheaper, or possibly even a horse or two. In a town like this, something even so close to their border, it would cause them problems.
It's gonna kind of nod.
Okay. So, as you guys are kind of taking stock of things. It is still mid-morning, I would say. Mid-morning to noonish. If that makes any
Hey,
impact.
drinking, woo!
Right, day drinking. Yay.
It's medieval times. It fucking don't matter. Beer is basically food.
This is true.
He's not wrong.
I mean, like, shit, wasn't like ale and mead and stuff back then like just some of the only ways to actually get water to a drinkable state?
Depending
The
on where you were
help clean
regionally. What were you saying, Dave?
The alcohol, as you proofed shit up, did tend to help also disinfect the water, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's why you got watered down wine and stuff.
Also a good way to preserve grains if the season had gone poorly.
Right, still make something usable out of it.
Mm.
So, you guys kind of take in the local flavor and eventually get your what job you want to take settled. Not that there's admittedly it's slim pickings, but um, you guys reconvene a couple hours later, roughly at the tavern. Oh God, now we've hit season or session 1. You all meet in a tavern.
Seeing you here.
Find anything useful? Information or otherwise?
Well, they did say they do have a general store here to try and stock up. Definitely would be nice to do so before we hit the desert to the north, because there is quite a lot of it. But as far as any other goings on, didn't seem to be much.
We inspected the bounty board, and well, apparently the orcs are a problem everywhere. There are more to the north as well. We except those ones have a trained battle scorpion.
I'm
And
Still
sorry,
not
what?
still not enthusiastic about that part, by the way.
yes, that is the part that gives me most concern. But
I would say that's an appropriate response. That
Just like Fef's in the background, just mouthing the words "trained battle scorpion" over and over again, trying to get those words to go in that order and make sense.
now, the thing being, however, this could be used to acquire more supplies more cheaply, or perhaps even mounts for the crossing of the desert.
Take their stuff.
Who knows what the orcs may have, yes.
Well, I suppose it would be rather interesting to ride scorpions across.
That is very ambitious. I did not quite mean to ride the scorpion. Lawrence even puts his hands up there. But if you think it is within your talents, please feel free. All the same. This will help, even possibly loosen some tongues. Who knows what supplies they may be holding out on just to keep themselves in stock. A place like this, they tend to keep the good stuff in their pockets. Yeah. Uh,
This cave that holds the orcs.
yeah. I mean, I assume when we actually went and like got the information for this job, we would have gotten stuff like that.
Uh, yeah, very likely. which that would have been going to the town sheriff.
Okay, we'll do that in a bit then.
Yeah.
Just, see what you can secure now. Suppose we will visit the town sheriff.
Inquire at sheriff for further details.
Right. And we are going to need supplies to reach the caves, of course, but yes, I believe see what you can find, see what they are holding out on, and we will see what we can get in exchange for solving the orc problem.
All right. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to pack just enough to make the trip out and back, and then see what else we can manage for cheaper afterwards.
Precisely.
I would
Sounds fair
suggest
enough.
more than packing just enough.
Well, of course.
The wilds can be full of a great many hardships, especially terrain we are not as familiar with.
That is a simple law of life. I believe we should be prepared regardless of if it is close or far.
Well, let's say we go and speak with the sheriff and see just what we're getting into then. Maybe have an idea of what we might need to bring.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. As you guys kind of make your way out of the tavern,
Make our way out. Having
I I was looking at Jake's camera. I wasn't sure whether his camera just froze or if he just went stuck.
catatonic, pure rage.
hey, Lawrence just has a heart attack and dies. No,
All right, Kobold, let's go.
that's fair. No, you guys head up to the northern part of town, actually passing the general store on your way to the sheriff's office. And as you head up to the sheriff's office, it's a fairly small, reception area, hallway that is effectively jail cells. You see what you can only assume. You can see someone passed out on a bench in one of the cells. Work shirt, kind of covered in something.
Ah, the old sleeping it off.
And as you enter into the sheriff's office, the person you can only assume is the sheriff, considering the star on his shirt, that was lightning, an orc gentleman, very tall, about 7-foot-ish, or take. He kind of looks up as you enter. Just, can I help you?
No, can we help you?
Actually, he's right of it.
Considering sass like that and you ain't from around here, I'm assuming you're looking after the board.
Yeah, I would have taken the flyer with, so I just kind of.
That's fair. Kind of.
Fev's response was way funnier to me than it had any right to be.
Yeah.
I think the goal for this character, honestly, and Jake, I don't know if you've even seen this show, but TJ will know what I'm talking about. I'm going to be channeling a lot of Mouse Fitzgerald, I think.
Oh no!
Oh. And so, kind of takes the flyer and just kind of, yeah, that's about what I thought. Well, all right. So, going after the issues that my wayward kin have been causing. Well, gonna want to do. They've been causing an issue in these parts for the last few weeks. We just haven't been able to really do anything about it. We have, however, managed to track them down to their lair. Head up the road, a couple hours, about 2 or 3. No, that ain't fair. About 2.5 hours, and then you head east, off the road, desert. Go for another hour or so, and still run into the cave that they're using.
What is the estimated number?
Well, the leader, there is the leader. He's a bit tougher than the others. And I believe we believe he's managed to acquire about 3 followers. Not including the Scorpion.
Yes, the trained battle scorpion.
Yeah.
It's like the Scorpion's just doing the heavy lifting for this group, honestly.
Just because I have it.
I mean, would you want to mess with it?
No, I'm just saying it's this dude and a couple other dudes, and then their fucking Scorpion.
It is most certainly powerful. Now, that being said, not anything I don't know about your expertise, given Scorpion wrangling.
Real
But
quick. Taking a trait from Walla, Beth is going to perk the fuck up and just fucking beat feet out the room. I'll message you.
your hobgoblin friend seems to be in a hurry.
He wasn't trying to be rude. He's just a little rude.
Well, that's we expect that from his kind around here.
Wow, that
Don't
bitch is
forget the
lucky he's not
hobgoblins.
there.
Hold on, 2 people talked at once. What?
Did you have dealt with other hobgoblins?
A few have passed through. It varies. Much the same as any other race. Not trying to be insensitive.
Is it you made it seem like a occurrence? But does that make sense?
Well, more often than not, goblins or hobgoblins will.
Do as goblins do? Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Now, that being said, I'm sure you all are very curious about a reward. Assuming you all can take care of this here gang, we are prepared to offer you 50 gold pieces and shiny rune. Pulls out a rune stone, sets it on his table.
I'd like to inspect it.
Okay.
Well, I think I just accidentally poisoned the party there, Jake.
Oh boy, the bad red.
Oh no, I have not been messaged yet what that just did, so I'm very concerned.
Oh no, okay, so just to share with everybody, scorpions make anti-venom out of plants. That was my nature roll. I have found the worst plants, and we are fucked.
No, you have found no plants.
To a forest and found 0 plants. Shit.
Well, more's the thing. It kind of like it raises overalls for a minute. If you want to make an anti-venom, you would need venom in the first place.
Goblin?
I'm just saying.
No, there is not much vegetation here that you can find.
I'm just visualizing Fef coming back with a bouquet of scorpions now.
If I wait, oh my god, scorpions live in the desert. I'll harvest scorpions on our way.
By the way,
I
everyone,
don't
forget to reset your hero points.
Oh shit, thank you. I don't have any training in that, so I'll probably use my hero point doing something stupid with a scorpion.
on brand.
Yeah. Make her investigate. You wanted to investigate the rune.
Yeah, inspect it.
Inspect it. Yeah, I forget which check that is.
Wouldn't it be magic or perception? One of the schools of magic?
So, God. Oh, God. What have I done to myself?
Probably Arcana.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me an Arcana.
Boy, it's gonna be one of those nights, huh?
Oh no.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Dying tonight, boys.
You feel like you should know what this rune is, but you, for the life of you just can't remember.
I fucking
Okay, I can at least read the language it's in, even.
It's not a language. It's
Well, I mean, I also don't understand how runes work in Pathfinder, I suppose. So
no. It's
The
just
runic
Scoop's
symbol.
gonna die tonight.
it's just the rune.
Again.
Lorenz has discovered a rock.
runes are an alpha. Anyway, no, I'm gonna stop before I actually make this an argument.
It's just a rune stone. You are not able to identify what rune is on the rune stone. Plain and simple.
So, like, if it was a rune in like Dwarven or Draconic and said like strength, we can.
No. It is a fundamental rune of some kind. Not like a
For ancient magic type shit. Anyway,
It's a weapon rune of some kind, or possibly an armor rune.
I'm gonna add.
Dwemer nonsense.
Did you say Dwemer nonsense? Yeah, just
Yeah.
what's the rune?
Oh, it's a weapon potency rune.
Simple stuff, but very worth its weight in gold. The desert. Your stable. How maintained are your animals?
Oh, I'd say they're fairly maintained.
And
They're well kept, well fed, mostly for work and work in the nature. But they could be used for travel.
see, how good is it for trekking the desert? If you've done this before.
They're all right. I mean, they're from around this area. They've been born in this area. They're good at keeping speed up in the desert.
Good at surviving in low vegetation area.
Yeah.
We have a great distance across, and we will be needing all the distance we can get. We are heading for the ferries. I don't remember where they're at. Actually, I took notes, but all I took was the ferry,
To
not
the
where
east.
it's. Yeah, the ferries to the east. I don't even think we were given a location.
Kind of were. I don't know what you guys are. Who told you that? But there are no ferries in this area. Certainly not to the east. Where are you headed?
The goal is Alhax or Alex.
Alax. Oh, that's up in the Sea of Princes. That's
Distance away, yes.
yeah. Now, admittedly, I wouldn't be able to speak of any sort of methods of travel across that big old river there, but that would be if you're gonna find a ferry, I suppose that would be where you would do it, assuming it's not the ferry.
It's not. Just deadpan face. He says it. Just no, it's not. And you would not happen to know where one could charter an airship in even within a couple 100 miles of here, for instance.
Oh, an airship. Well,
Cut down on the length of our travel is why I ask. I
of
do
course.
not ask for miracles.
Well, Yeah, see it. You got two options there. Well, yeah, two options there. When you head north out of town, eventually you'll get to Timsdale. Now from there, you could go east or you could go west. East or west, either way, gets you to a pretty big city. Now, if you're going to Alhax, east is much more on your way. Either city, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure you'd be able to find an airship at least heading east. Rug's great, but ooh, rain just hit hard. But that being said, I ain't much for traveling, so I would not be able to tell you for certain. Where the fuck, Dan?
Look, I was thinking it too. Don't get at him.
Uh,
Not right.
Tug Timidome.
All right.
Not right. That's right.
Doom dim it up, dim it up.
Jake right now is thinking, how about you dim it don't?
Test one.
hey, welcome back.
Yeah, we're just using the stream audio shit for now on account of everything else wants to break.
That's fair. You're a little quiet now, but
Hey, hold on. Let me know. Am I good
yep,
now?
yeah, you're good.
Cool. Just had to bring the fader up some.
Nope, you're good.
Yeah, just any direction is more than we have, frankly. Thank you.
Of course. Now, admittedly, with these horses, now wagering you alls, guessing you're able to get about 20-ish miles a day. If you were to use horses, right? You'd probably jump that up to probably over 30 miles a day.
Just takes significantly less time. It would increase the troubles of keeping water, but we'll discuss this. Good. Thank you for the information. We will be heading out shortly to attempt to handle this problem.
Well, I mighty fine appreciate it, strangers. Every time I try and talk in a fucking that kind of accent, I always feel like a bugman pretending to be human.
Oh no, the mask is slipping.
He is a bug man.
Aren't we all?
Some of us are.
I should have said no, we're not. Wait.
Quit blowing our cover.
I'm concerned.
So yeah, then coming back to the turning around to the group at large. Then after that conversation, well, so we have it.
So, about a 3-4 hour trek into the desert to find these guys.
2.5 north along the road, and then east.
Sounds like it's going to be about an all-day affair then.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be if you're leaving now, it'd be about nightfall when you So, will you head out, or
Fighting a great battle scorpion in the dark sounds stupid.
I suppose there is that to consider. Maybe it would be best to spend the day to prepare and then rest in town overnight. Make sure we're fresh and ready for it.
I'm curious as to its level of actual training, or if they have just managed to keep this thing subdued with food. Perhaps it is being restrained in still some way, and if we were to catch them unawares, they would not be able to unleash it upon us.
Actually, I'm going to turn back to the sheriff. Assuming we haven't left the building yet.
No.
you hadn't said you had, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're still just discussing our options here.
Yeah, so I'm going to turn back to the sheriff. Do
It,
they attack at night or during the day?
whenever it seems to be opportune.
Missed the best opening. Come on, Jake. When do they mostly come out? Mostly come out at night. Mostly.
They wear their sunglasses at night?
Don't fuck with me. That's one of my favorite songs. I actually know the whole ass story behind what was supposed to be.
No, no, yeah, they come out whenever it seems to be opportune. Primarily during the day, as that is when most people tend to travel. They like to lie in wait of passers-by, and then will ambush them on the road.
Well, if you put it that way, then if we end up going there during the day, we might find ourselves being ambushed.
Is it truly an ambush if we are expecting them?
That all depends on consider an ambush.
We might even get lucky. Go find ourselves in their caves before they uh, return from attempting to set up ambushes of their own along the road. Turns their cave into an ambush of our own.
Suppose that could be an advantage we could give ourselves.
The sheriff of this made his joke and is proceeding to.
Well, we had two choices. We go at night, and we will be assured that they will be in their cave. Or we travel there so that it will be night when we arrive. Or we travel during the day, and they may be on the road waiting to attack someone else. Or if we take the road ourselves, they may attack us.
What if we go now and then wait to get them when they come out of the cave in the morning? Then we don't get ambushed at all, and it's daylight.
The problem being is he said they lay ambush when it is opportune. So if they see us approaching, they will ambush us even at night.
Either way, it still comes down to either we go today or we wait until the morning.
Yeah, this is true.
Traveling and fighting in the dark is not a problem for me. But I do not know about the rest of you.
Nah, that's bad.
I can hold my own until dusk, but after that it becomes a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I'm not the best when it comes to navigating through the dark.
Well, sounds like if we want to give ourselves the best odds, we might as well use today to prep and make our journey in the morrow.
So it would seem.
All right.
Well, I suppose this gives us a chance to check out that general store then.
As you guys kind of make your way back towards the general store, still mid afternoon, so it's not.
I'm gonna, while they go do that, I look at you. I'm going to go find our friend. You will know the negotiation of prices better than I.
Understood.
Okay. Uh, the rest of you kind of head on over to the general store, and you head on in, and kind of a portly dwarf running the counter. He's kind of.
You gotta repeat yourself like that.
I said portly, not stocky.
Just same.
It.
Is it though?
With dwarves, it is.
That's
They are-
racist.
They are as wide as they are round. Fight me.
Oh, shit.
Darkness. No. Hey. Greetings. How can I help you? Welcome to the Tallaha General Store. How can I help you?
My compatriots and I are looking to be making a bit of a trek through the desert, and we're hoping to stock up before getting ourselves out there.
All right. Well, what can I help you with? What would you like? We got rations. We got water skins if you need any. So there is a well out behind the tavern that is free to refill your water skins with.
I suppose a couple extra water skins wouldn't go amiss. Not too familiar with the desert out here, so not sure quite how sparse water is once we get out there, but considering it's a desert, I imagine it's not the easiest of commodities.
It's yeah. It certainly can be hard depending on the time. Notice how so far tonight every NPC has gone through at least 3 accents.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure I caught 2 of our players accidentally doing each other's accents at each other for a sec earlier.
Possibly.
If one was me, it's not intentional, but it's
Nah, it was TJ and Morden. They got real close to each other while they were talking to each other for a sec.
Well, to be fair, they are both also very close regionally in character, so but no, so how many rations would you like? How many well, what can would you like anything else? I got this here spinny top, and he pulls out a top and spins it on the counter. Just
If I were
Agreed.
there, I would be impressed.
Made it up.
I believe you are there actually.
Did
I thought that Fef actually like bolted off though.
Oh, that's
So
right. No,
that's
Fef
why,
went.
yeah,
And
Laura's
that's
just hunting down right now.
Yeah, Lawrence went off to go find Fef, and Fef had fucked off to do the anti-venom. That's right.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take how. I'm trying to decide if I want to do this in character or not because it's a bunch of shit. I'll do it in.
Sweet roleplay, bitch.
How much for water, food, and a tent?
Well, let's see. I can get you the water skins for that would be. If I recall correctly, he kind of pulls out a big book of ledgers and whatnot, and he starts looking through. Let's see. That there water skin, you're looking at about 5 copper. For the tent, how big of a tent are you looking?
Big enough for me.
Okay, so that'd be about 8 silver. And then what else was the other thing you said? Food?
Rations, yeah.
Okay, let's see here. Well, I can get you 1 week's worth of rations for 4 silver pieces.
Can somebody do the math for me?
That would be 12 silver pieces and 5 copper.
Is that 2 water skins?
That would be 13 silver pieces.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it 10 silver to a gold, right?
Yes.
Okay, so
Should be 1 gold, 2 silver.
okay. Minus. Okay. And then how many rations was it total? That's 1 week's worth?
1 week, 1 week's worth of rations, 2 water skins, and a pup tent.
Gotta find that to add it. No, that's not what I wanted. Where is the button? Oh, inventory browser. That's how you do it.
Yep.
I forgot.
And then you drag and drop.
Yep.
Would anyone else like anything as the dwarfs just kind of stocking stuff up on the counter for packs?
Don't suppose
As
you
long
could
as I got-
bundle up the same for me, though I could probably do with a bit smaller of a tent. Size requirement is a little less cumbersome for me compared
Kinda
to my friend here.
looks down at you. Looks at his tent. I'm sure I got something I can. I'm sure I have something I can work out. Yeah. Give me a second. I go Scottish. Oh no. Am I the fantasy racist?
That could have been taken a couple different ways too, Jake.
That's
That sounded like, oh no, I'm Scottish.
It's not where I went with what you just said.
Am I the fantasy racist?
There's certain fetishes we just don't talk about.
Hold on. What's that? Show feet?
No, make them pay first. You gotta pay for.
That's true. That's true. Kind of looks down at you, Mahajapit, and just take a look. Waddles off to the back and rummages around, stuff kind of crashing down and being moved, and comical of a cat somewhere, even though there is no cat. Before eventually he comes out with a very a tent that looks like it would fit you and not be cramped. A very, very gnome-sized tent.
I may have to do a hardware restart. You know how I said there was I had a driver crash?
Oh no.
Foundry's throwing error. I'm pretty sure there was just a driver update, and fucking AMD's drivers never keep your custom fan profiles, and the 5700 XT is a hot bitch. So I wish they wouldn't do that. But yeah, I can't use WebGL right now because the driver isn't working. So I'll be back in a sec. I'm still wandering the woods anyway, so y'all continue on with that.
There are no woods. It's a desert.
I'm
no.
in the woods. That's how lost I am.
Oh no.
Nature.
Beth has appeared 500 miles to the south.
I accidentally ended up where we were trying to go. I'll go ahead and continue on with that.
Yeah. So let's see. So Mahajapit, you wanted a gnome-sized tent. Did you want an additional water skin?
I was gonna take 2 more water skins. I think I just have the one out of my pack currently.
Okay.
So yeah, I could do with 2 more, and then the week's rations as well, just to keep stocked.
Okay. So that will come to, for you, a grand total of a 9 silver pieces.
All right. Sounds good to me.
For a pint-sized pup tent. A puppy tent, if you will.
It was more than half off.
That one wasn't even Dave leaving. That was... Oh, no.
That was David.
Yep, that was... So, would anyone else like to buy anything?
Aslan will get a week of rations and another water skin.
Okay. 4 silver, 5 copper. We don't see many tieflings around these parts that often. Well, I guess you don't see many tieflings anywhere. What brings you folk, all you colorful folk, to our town?
Pax is going to look down at his arm in confusion when he says colorful.
You've got a color?
What was the name of the town? Alhax?
No,
This is
that you're
Tallaha.
going is Alhax. Where you are is...
Tallaha.
Yeah, Tallaha.
We were on our way to Alhax for delivering a merchant. Things did not go the way we were planning.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, such is the way of things. But we still intend to go there. As we do still have something to deliver.
Well, that's right, mighty kind of you for continuing the needs of the one who hired you. I think that if you wind up taking a look at the adventuring board, I think you'll have find some pretty nice. I think we could use someone with a group with the same work ethic as you boys and girls.
As we
Do you
were
mean the
planning to
orc?
deal with your orc problems.
Yeah, that one.
What's the deal with the other one?
Oh, that's Justin Jackson. He's a hoot. He's always asking people to beat up one of his childhood friends.
That sounds like a terrible friend.
He is.
Still think we should have did it.
There's a reason he's drunk by 8 a.m. Usually sleeping it off in the sheriff's office.
Oh, him. We saw him.
That had such OU energy, it threw me off for a second. Holy shit.
Is there something you want to tell us about your Monday mornings, Jake?
No, I mean the meme, OU. OU, and then there's just the dog just...
Oh, yeah, that one.
Yes.
Jeez. I haven't thought about that in ages.
Yeah, I'm old.
I wish.
Here is a curio. Would there be any in town perhaps willing to, or wishing to see him straightened out a bit?
Well, it'd be nice to not have to worry about him bumbling into the stables every night and getting kicked in the head by a horse.
I
Zach-
feel like
Zach-
each makes the problem worse.
Every time
I
I
figure a
accident...
couple more times it'll solve the problem.
That's called die roll.
Eh.
Well, perhaps if we are not leaving until the morning, then perhaps tonight a visit from the devil of the Tiefwald might straighten him out a bit.
Well, no.
And if nothing else, it might be amusing for the rest of us.
The general storekeeper just for legal reasons, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear this conversation.
Parody, joke, satire, parody.
Do not worry, I do not intend the boy any harm.
Oh no, Dave made TJ lose his shit.
Oh no. What happened?
Joke, satire, parody, nightmare.
Oh fuck. So yeah, as you guys kind of are doing your shopping. Oh, Zindras, you've been quiet. Did you buy anything at the?
I'll take a week's worth of rations and a water skin.
Okay. Okay, that would be 4 silver and 5 copper.
I'm done.
Realized you hadn't said anything in a while. Switch over to Beth. As you're kind of looking around the outskirts of the town, trying to look through what little brush there is to look for any anti-venom. Don't really find any.
Now, how long?
They don't grow anti-venom here.
They'll stop accidentally closing Foundry.
You at about that time, Lorenz approaches, having spent a good while trying to find you, but only really just recently to spot you.
You ran off in a hurry.
Gotta prepare for scorpions. You know, they have poison.
Yes. I understand now.
Oh, bye.
Goodbye, Scarecrow. God, I broke myself with that one. Shit.
I'll miss you most of all.
I always hated you the least.
But yeah, just I see. Attempting to harvest ingredients for use as a anti-venom.
The idea.
It would probably be easier with the venom of the creature itself. Or
Oh, the bit's taking too long to set up. The timing is ruined because that's how comedy works. I realize since I have 3 different outputs, all hooked to this mixer, I was gonna absolutely do the Windows error noise when you're like, dumbass.
damn it! Oh well. A valiant attempt, all the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Still, there's merit in this. Perhaps not an anti-venom, but a venom, a coagulant of sorts, something to slow the flow of blood, slowing the progression of venom. Was a good plan, but possibly not the best place for it.
Wanna help me find some scorpions?
Do you want to farm some scorpions?
Okay, I was thinking the same thing.
Fuck!
It was gonna be milk a scorpion.
Do you want a scorpion?
Oh, God, no.
Hey, good thing the scorpion's in town.
Thanks, I hate it.
Fresh off his fight with Spider-Man.
Ooh, I think I just lost some eyesight due to my rage.
Passing through on his way to the Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah, definitely lost some eyesight due to blood vessels popping in my eyes. The practical application is a bit beyond my ken. because that seems a bit more your field. Rough-handed survivalist like yourself.
You know, I wonder if anybody in town has any.
This is a fair question.
Should have probably checked that first, huh?
It would have been a good start.
Yeah, I just get so excited, you know? I assume this conversation is taking place as we're walking back to town.
Just Lawrence showed up and kind of crossed his arms, was like, "Hey, buddy, you good now? Let's head back to town."
Lost. Or misunderstanding how Venom works. You were lost in misunderstanding how Venom works.
Sure was, buddy. Let's go get you a fucking Frosty.
No. So checking for fucking anti-venom in town, looking to see if they have an apothecary of some sort.
Yeah, as we come back to town, I would like to actually help in this effort, as well as the purchasing of medical supplies by seeing if there's like a town physician, surgeon,
Okay.
what knows more medicine than most.
Okay. Yeah, there is a.
Dude in town what's been stabbed by more scorpions than the other town folk.
This is a small town. We got a barber surgeon.
Yeah.
I shot myself with smaller caliber of crossbows so that I could build up an immunity to larger caliber of crossbows.
That's how it works.
Whips out a heavy crossbow, shoots himself in the head, and the air bolt just pings off.
Because part of your skull was replaced with a metal plate, you fucking idiot. Now let's give me some bandages.
Ping!
Now I'm just remembering there was a comic I saw of there's an interview and it's like, so what are some of your weaknesses, would you say? I don't have any. Oh really? Holds a gun to his head, it pings off. Just like, now let's talk about my starting salary.
You can't kill me. Think about what I could do to you.
But yeah,
I'm hired.
I'm fired.
Let's see. Okay, so, you meant to make your way to the physician's office,
Oh boy.
which is next door to the barber, but not the same office. And inside is a human woman, kind of blonde hair starting to turn kind of gray at the temples, as it were. Just looks up and just, oh, hello, can I help you?
Yes, we were to be heading out into the desert. Potentially to tangle, well, not potentially, to tangle with the orcs that have been harrowing the town out of north. And more the problem really is their scorpion and the venom therein. Uh, have you received any victims of its poison?
Not necessarily its poison, but typical scorpion and bites are fairly common.
You stock of anti-venom then?
Scorpion stings. Apologies.
Oh no, it has teeth.
Its stingers are just inside of its mouth.
That is horrifying.
Yeah, that is actually terrifying. Please don't do that.
It has no teeth, only stingers.
Little tail bits, so they're wiggly and shit.
No, the
No.
stinger on the tail is just its teeth. It is one large tooth.
I thought it was like a mouthful of fucking like stingers.
But I was imagining the fucking stinger at the end of the tail was just more mandibles and shit.
Thing we've described is just a new and unique horror show.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah, I do.
Abominations.
Yeah, y'all have made a Bloodborne character. I've helped.
Like whoever's watching stream, you're welcome for your fucking sleep paralysis demons.
Look, I have never experienced a sleep paralysis demon, but I would like mine to be sexy and seductive.
Yes, same.
Crazy multi-mandible tail. Anyway, I'm gonna stop speaking evil into the realm.
Yeah, we're trying to think about sexy demon bitches.
But Aslan's right there.
Technically, she's a devil, not a demon.
I didn't want to be the person.
What is this fucking party? She kind of looks at you and just, I would be willing to part with my vials of moderates.
How much per bottle?
Let us say 3 gold per bottle.
That is a fair price, especially being out here. Um, I look at I have 2 gold on my person. Another gold, and we could procure a bottle of anti-venom and then perhaps work it from there.
I have 2 copper or 2 silver to my name, but I do have. We're going for something that worked before. Just gonna pull out the 3 bottles of alcohols for trade.
I imagine, and as he pulls those out, I actually do look at her and go, I assume antiseptic is something that is rare to come by out here.
She kind of looks at the bottles of booze, just looks at between the two of you and just, you're quite new at this, aren't you?
We're quite broke.
Find us in the desert, and by us I mean like a couple of femurs.
Tell you what. Bottles of antivenom. 1 gold. 1 bottle of that alcohol.
You are fairer than you have the right to be. Thank you.
Would ever like a hair? As she hands over the 2 bottles of antivenom.
Than it being one person, it's like a combination Pizza Hut taco.
Just thinking. We are at the Pizza Hut. Next door is the Taco Bell.
I wonder if the haircut's 2 copper.
That would be a shave and a haircut for 2 bits, so I would hope so. I appreciate it, but the hair is this long on purpose. Thank you.
Okay.
And yeah, just hand her over a gold and one of the bottles.
Okay. She takes the gold in the bottle and hands you the vials of antivenom. And
Which you can keep on you, Fef, I suppose.
Okay.
And as you guys are leaving, she kind of, you hear the door click behind you. As it is starting to get dark now.
Right.
Oh wow, we were getting like a hella good deal on that anyway.
Again, she was much kinder than I would have expected from a complete stranger.
Well, we are kind of helping out the town.
This is true. We should hope to preserve at least one of these bottles so that you can study it to see if it can be replicated, especially if we take down the scorpion. Honestly, even perhaps see if some of its venom can be, how you say,
We're harvesting the scorpion, is what you're trying to tell me.
yes, for restocking her supplies at such a discount as she gave us.
We will need containers.
Yes, we will. But that can be acquired in the morning before we leave. As it appears, they are shuttering the windows.
And you guys do see someone coming along all up the street and actually starting to light lanterns on the fronts of buildings, doing the civil duty of lighting up the lights.
If we're standing near the one, I'm just gonna fucking produce flame and light it.
That's fair. You just
should be prepared for potential. We should leave one of our number basically outside of the inn if that's where we're chilling tonight.
Suspect something.
Just got a bad feeling.
I'll be right back. I need to grab myself something to drink.
okay.
I am not one to ignore these suspicions. It is a small place. We have asked. We do cut a figure here. It wouldn't be the worst idea to have somebody keep an eye out.
All right. The rest of you have been kind of just around the town, kind of taking in the local flavor. After leaving the general store, I'm assuming you guys went back to the tavern.
Seems reasonable.
Okay.
Did the jail cell have a window that had the guy sleeping in it?
Yes.
Aslan's gonna swing by and see if she can find that window.
Okay.
That poor bastard.
Oh no.
You do find the window, however, the cell when you look in the window is
Oh, too bad. Oh well. Back to the tavern. He'll probably show up there.
as you walk in, he is already there. Already, it looks like on the fourth or fifth drink.
He's too.
Y'all are.
Yeah, meeting back up at the tavern by this point. Yeah. What are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna take a look over at Fef and are you okay? You ran out of the sheriff's office real fast.
Nothing wrong, but my brain and my pride.
It was ambitious but well-meaning.
Okay.
Not how bugs work.
I have spent too much time with my nose in a book. It's
That
more
is-
my fault than yours.
That is such a Walla / Theft thing to say. I forgot how bugs work.
Tell me
I can just picture there's a moment of Maha just like tilting his head, the gears turning a little bit of just what?
Against
Two,
all known laws of aviation.
No.
We have 2 bottles of anti-venom for should the encounter with the scorpion go poor. You're gonna say something, Dave?
Oh no, I was muttering that I didn't make the anti-venom.
I believe it would be to bring back some of the creature's venom itself in order to help the physician recover some of her stock, as she did give it to us at a considerable discount, as a pity more than any skill of negotiation.
Eliciting pity can be seen as a negotiating tactic. I can appreciate that.
Just ask the kobolds.
This is very true, but one I wish not to use anymore.
Never said it was the greatest of tactics.
It is leans heavily on the pride.
Just gonna glare up at you.
I know what I said. and then just looking at the group. Also, this one seems to have a sneaking suspicion about the town. Would like a something of a light watch posted if we are to be here for the night. Not that I disagree, actually. We are bringing quite the amount of eccentricity and the gears that it comes with. Uh, this is my own paranoia speaking, of course, but I do intend to keep a close eye on my things, as it were.
I can see the sense in that. Suppose it couldn't hurt to just have somebody down here every so often through the night. Just he pauses for a moment and actually just looks back in the tavern room. And is the tavern keep still there?
Yes, as is the drunk, who is now at this point on a table dancing. Yeah.
Excuse me a moment.
Oh no.
Aslan is going to approach the dancing drunk.
Okay.
I'm going to hurry to the bar to grab a drink before she does whatever she does.
Hey.
Fair. Aslan, you approach the drunk dancing with the bar, having a good time despite the occupants of the table looking very perturbed.
It's not an empty.
It is not an empty table.
You know, there is a very special place in hell for those who disturb the natural order of things.
Says who?
Says the person who will be bringing you there.
And he kind of misses a step while he's dancing, trips backwards. Well, actually, make it.
Oh no! Oh no!
Let me make an acro.
Peasant's gonna die tonight.
Manages to, as he trips, falls backwards. Manages to, despite landing on his back, actually uses the momentum of falling backwards, rolls back and up onto his feet. We're just. Yeah! And admittedly, a few people even at the table just like.
Not sure they actually want the guy to leave now.
What? What in the fuck? You threatening me, Missy? Just kind of stumbles back and forth.
You are Jackson, yes?
Yeah. That's me. Wants to know.
Oh. We already know. We are preparing the best accommodations for you. Since you seem intent on joining us so soon.
Who's we?
Can you not tell what I am?
You're a tiefling. He kind of looks around, wait, like
Just checking to make sure he's right.
yeah. You're a tiefling, right? Right? Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Gonna get closer, let her, so that hopefully even his blurry eyes can start to see the various plague-tainted bits of flesh on her as she approaches.
Okay.
I am something much more.
Make an intimidation check.
Fortunately, her intimidation's not that good.
He doesn't look like he's all that impressed. No, you're definitely a tiefling. Got some weird smuts on your face.
I am a servant of the hells. One that values and understands order. Something you clearly do not.
At that
One that you will find yourself suffering in very soon.
kind of folks nearby kind of like kind of perk up and then immediately start to like move away, going to different as you say this. And
Weapon.
what's that?
Not readying a weapon because we're not trying to kill a peasant tonight, but the urge is tempting.
He looks fairly unfazed. Just whatever you say. Out of my way. I'm having my drink. Starts to just stumble past you back towards the bar.
And she might just slide her foot ever so slightly to the side.
Oh, trying to trip him? Okay. And as you do, you manage to catch him, and he goes, "Bah!" Slams face first into the floor. Absolutely doesn't even like try and reach for anything, just trips and just face first, just.
Oh god, it's like watching a kid trip over something. There's none of that instinct to save themselves.
Right.
I will take him back to his home.
He sleeps in the pig trough outside.
Okay, I was making
Then
sure.
Aslan would drag him out and toss him into the big trough.
The tiefling to announce out loud in character that they're absolutely not kidnapping this guy.
Okay. Aside from that, nothing. Well, what are you guys doing now that Aslan has dealt with the town drunk, of a sort? Is anyone else wanting to do anything?
I'll be right back.
A beer and a meal.
Okay. Beer and a meal, total 2 silver. And anyone else that would like one, subtract that from your inventory.
Yeah.
7 covered in my name.
Do they have milk?
No.
How much for just a meal then?
1 silver. So as you guys take in the local scenery, have your meals and your drinks, head to bed, and head upstairs.
Yeah. I was planning to ask if is the tavern pretty much open through the night for like people to just, if we wanted to do like watches, have people just sit down in the tavern, or would we have to actually be out of the place to?
Until the barkeep goes to bed.
Okay.
At that point, it's like, I can't trust y'all to not. I'm sorry, can't trust people to not come back and steal booze. So,
I mean, that's fair though.
That is completely understandable.
kind of nod. Now, how many rooms would you be liking?
How much is it for a room?
Well, rooms we got right now. Let's see. Depends on the room. One bedroom. That'll run you about 4 silver. There's a 2-bedroom. That'll run you about 8. But they're good beds. No fleas, guaranteed.
You better guarantees and you'll hit other places.
Yeah. Got 3 rooms available.
What kinds? What is the composition? Double, single?
I got 2 doubles and a single.
And I suppose we shall take all of them. Yeah. Just counting out the number of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose we should.
Because that's
We've got 6 people. If there's a total of 5 beds, someone's gonna need to sleep on a bedroll.
I can.
Well-
It's no problem.
If we're doing watch shifts, the people on watch aren't sleeping, which means there's a bed open.
That's true.
We can't. Well, we'd be awake in our rooms. We can't be out, not using the room itself.
You
So
could be in the hallway
yeah,
We not be on the streets.
or the streets. Yeah. Well, I mean, because he's locking up
Well,
basically.
Right, because yeah, we wouldn't be able to get out of the place to then get back in.
Hold on.
So,
Have a rope.
Again, we can just be out in the
Right.
hallway though.
yeah, you know what? Let's say we just get the 2 double rooms. That way, we've got somebody like 2 of the beds taken up, and then the other person out on watch, and we have the 2-man watch shifts.
That's right, because we have enough people for 2-man watches. Forgot about that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Okay. So buying the 2 double, that would be 16 silver.
1
So
gold, 6.
yeah, 1 gold, 6 silver.
silver.
Yep.
I forget how much do I have on me.
Well, since Gordon is up, I will check for you. Check sheet. Have on you. You have 11 gold pieces, 5 silver pieces, and 8 copper pieces.
I'll just cover the full bill.
Okay. Oop. Gotcha. So, you are bedding down for the evening. If I could have everyone except for Zindros head to the living room for
No. It's never a good sign. Hold on.
Oh, I'll move Warden. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing.
Okay. Hey. Oh. Yep. Making sure TJ's got some audio cover.
Gotcha.
As you begin to drift off to sleep, Zindros, the day having mostly kind of happened around you, you find yourself awoken. Everyone else seems to be with. From what you can tell, it seems to be about the dead of night. What would you like to do?
Well, Zendros would probably be making more notes and studying his other notes that he's taken in his books so far. He's really trying to figure out his reasoning for coming back from dying and trying to get to the bottom of that. So that like takes up most of his free time. So if he can't sleep, that's probably what he'd be doing.
Okay. As you've been doing this for an hour or two, begin to realize that no one in the room is.
Oh. Zendros would get up in shock and investigate around.
As you begin to go around the room and kind of check people, you realize that everyone is cold. No one is breathing. Bodies are stiff. Been deceased for quite a while. And as you look to the window in the room, there seems to be some kind of frost. To the point where even when you walk over and wipe your hand across it, you can't see out past it because the frost it would see outside of it.
Zendros, one, is panicking at the fact that everybody is dead, and two, he's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, it's a desert. It shouldn't be this cold. Like, he goes to investigate under the window and discovers that, as he said, like that effect of the frost, and kind of backpedals a little bit. And yeah, he's kind of panicking at this point. He doesn't know what's going on.
That's fair. That's fair. Give me a will save.
Yeah.
Okay. Luckily, despite the panic rising, you don't actually manage. You manage to fight down the sheer panic that makes you want to uh, lose control of your senses. Effectively, you're able to kind of keep yourself, despite your rising panic. You're able to keep control of your senses, and keeps you from doing anything rash. Effectively, as you begin to kind of explore your surroundings more, kind of feeling some sort of sensation kind of leading you out of the room as you head out into the hallway of the tavern. The hallway is silent, where just a few hours ago you had heard people in the tavern part of the building. Signs of life. Everything has gone still and quiet, and all the lights even have gone out. And yet everything seems to have this almost pale blue light, kind of like almost like a filter. As light comes from outside the tavern, despite and manages to shine in through the frosted windows.
As Zendros has left the room, he would have taken his two Kopesh with him as well. He's very on guard at this point to what's going on, and Zendros will cautiously make his way through the tavern and outside.
Okay. And as you walk through, you see even people from earlier in the evening slumped over on unmoving. The barkeep himself even you see his feet sticking out from the side of the bar, again unmoving. And as you head out, as you look up, the stars have left the sky. The sky is completely pitch black. As you look out over the desert, what should be the desert, you see beyond the town. It looks almost like a veil of shadow, kind of encompassed the town. And the only light it comes from the sky, not the moon, but from a large skull hangs in the air. And you get the very distinct feeling that it is watching you. And just as you're standing there and taking this all in, hear this quiet hissing voice, just, I will find you. I will. I will make this right. And those words hissing in your ear, you awaken back in your inn room. Shocked awake with very very cold. You're in a very cold sweat despite your condition. You've been sweating in your...
And as he sort of lurches up awake, he grabs for one of his Kopeshes and like points it out in a panic for a second, and realizes
warding gesture in a way.
Realizes where he's at and puts it back in its place. Tries to collect himself for a moment. Not really sure what that was about, but
okay.
Shrugs it off after a little bit. Maybe it's convincing himself it's just a dream and it's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay. I will pull everyone back. Welcome back, everyone.
I gotta re-open my stream for Dan.
Yep.
That's a non sequitur. Gab was just telling us about his haunted PS4.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it needs to be buried. He's gonna afford it. And
As soon as I get a 5 and transfer everything over, I'm gonna take it to a
wait, if
church.
you transfer everything over, it might transfer the demons.
It's true.
Wait, I'm hoping the demon's physical, not digital.
Bury it with all the old Atari ET games.
I do not need to be the start of actual Shin Megami Tensei.
Look, just kill that bitch with salt. Anyway.
Who's taking first watch?
I will.
Okay. Is anyone wanting to do watch with Lawrence?
Sure, I'll go along.
Yeah, since it was my idea, I'll take the shittiest shift.
3 people just Lawrence just No, okay.
Shittiest watch is second watch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who else wanted to go
I'll
first?
I'll go for first watch.
Okay, Lawrence and Mahajapit, you guys will have first watch. Fef and Pax, you two. So as you guys kind of go off to your rooms and kind of bed down, Lorenz, Mahajapit, if you'd like to interact, you may.
Assuming there were chairs in the room that we could pull out into the hallway, basically. So yeah, just kind of Lawrence is just sitting in his chair, pulls out the book that is normally on his hip, and just seems to be thumbing through it. I have, if we may speak of things, I have never seen magic like yours, friend.
Oh, that until recently, that makes two of us. It's not exactly something I was aiming to get into. Well, it was, then it wasn't.
The slow head tilt, book closing gently.
I've always been a bit of a curious sort to try and find uh, just any new avenues to explore, new experiences. I mean, I'm not sure how much you know about us gnomes, but it's a bit of a necessity for us.
Yeah, my experiences in passing.
Well, let's just say that keeping in new experiences is actually vital for us to live.
Hmm.
But I got a little bit ambitious with trying to find new places and new ways to communicate, and stumbled into researching a bit about worlds beyond our own. I am not sure if you know much about the different planes of existence.
I am acquainted.
I decided to try and delve a bit into learning more about the astral plane, as it were.
Ah,
I decided to try and find a way to make contact and communicate with that realm. And it wasn't so much directed, it was just a general message in a bottle, if you will. I was not expecting a direct response, much less a connection. But, well, as you saw from my partner, we'll say, here we
Much,
are.
much complaining in the headspace. Oh, right.
I saw you were talking.
Much complaining in the headspace.
I know not if it is a phantasm or spirits, but a dragon of any sort can only be as direct as possible.
It's direct is certainly a word for it. Um,
I believe the word most people would use is asshole. It actually says asshole in
hold
Draconic
on,
too.
I'm gonna need you to repeat that. My internet connection kind of
Yeah, it is.
cut
Oh,
out a little bit there.
yeah, it's definitely having a bit of an issue there.
Uh, I believe the words
Joy of joys.
right. I believe the words that most people would use is asshole, and he says asshole in Draconic.
And Maha very much has to restrain himself from laughing. You might not be wrong on that front.
I know enough to know anything with that kind of power tends to be an asshole.
But for better or worse, we are kind of stuck together. Jesus Christ, why is my connection so shit all of a sudden? I can barely hear anything coming from you.
I hadn't said anything up till that point.
You want to take a sec, disconnect, reconnect?
Yeah, give me just a sec, I'll try that.
Whoa. Oh. Crack your neck. Blood flow immediately start to move again.
No, but what I get similar is I have to use a powder inhaler, and there are points where like I'm struggling to breathe, and then I, it's time to take that, and then my whole body just sort of feels air in my blood.
That's fair.
It's
Alright, everything seems to be sounding like it's coming through clear now.
Hey.
So let's try this again.
Yeah.
fine.
You stuck together. It's a very particular choice of words.
Well, Tuki's a bit of a particular sort.
One brow arches. Tuki.
Just one of many names to get under his scales a bit.
Ah. Respectable.
I've not had the pleasure to hear much about his former life, but I've been able to gather he's not the fondest of mortals.
That seems to track with them historically.
Yeah. So keeping enough of a leash on him and actually getting him to cooperate is certainly something. But I suppose I at least have the bit of the bargaining chip in that cooperating with me is the only way that he gets to still interact with this world and not be just another fart cloud in the astral plane.
Quite the bargaining chip.
Did I break, Jake?
He's laughing like a gerbil.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Author's note: he's not fine. Um, Fair enough. Suppose it's no more wild stories, and I suppose the rest of our party are given.
We do have a bit of the eclectic mix here, though I don't believe I've had the pleasure of hearing what's brought you around and what you've seen.
I am something more than a glorified mercenary. My employer, um, I hesitate to call him my employer in times as this. He allows me great freedom to pursue personal adventure and otherwise, so long as I remain on call. Um, this is another merchant's deal, another bargain. I do not keep track of his finances or numbers. I do not keep track of his trade partners. That's his job. I handle when things get rough. That is not to say I am a brute. I am a learned, well read man, but when it comes to affairs of business, they are not mine.
Sometimes push comes to shove.
Precisely. Especially when you are in business with assholes.
Oh, I know that all too well. Hell, even before this little contact of mine, did enough traveling around as a emissary and face for negotiations that not everything goes to plan.
Rarely.
I mean, you'd hope that just as rarely things go to absolute shit, but, well, luck works in mysterious ways.
Luck, yes. I believe things like this come when people are due, and then it is hard work that carries it from there.
Well, certainly seems to be no shortage of hard work to be done.
It is simpler that way. Easier, really.
As you guys have been talking, by the way, occasionally people will just filter up from the tavern below and just kind of go to their room. Or stumble out and go.
Right.
I'd watch each and every one of them go by.
Alright. None of them really get.
That's fine.
Anything else?
No, just
I
conversations.
think, I think it's a pretty solid conversation point to go.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys head back to your room, Fef and Pax, you guys are woken up. Sent out to the hallway to do your watch.
I'm gonna drag myself to the hallway.
So I assume that means I'm sharing a room with Majabit, correct?
I don't know. You
Uh,
guys never broke that
I-
down.
I think that the idea was to like have someone from each room go out at the same time because there's 2 beds in each room. So like instead of having somebody like stuck on a bedroll, actually like swap out of the beds.
Gotcha.
So like we'd be in opposite rooms.
Fair. All right then. I guess whoever I'm waking up just gets the gentle tap on the middle of the chest.
Right. So yeah, who? I guess I should have brought this up earlier, but who is sleeping in which room? Room 1 and room 2. Say room 1 Mahajapit, room 2 has Lorenz. Who wants which room?
Meh, I'll take room 2.
Okay.
Well, you're
Pax.
coming out now, so
Right. Well, so room 2 is Pax, Lorenz, and one other. Be between either Zindros or Azalin.
Aslan will be in it, I guess.
Okay. And that'll be Zindros, Fef, and Ajapit. Stay in room 1.
So yeah, I'm going over and just kind of jostling Fef's shoulder a bit. Just like, all right, buddy, your turn.
Grumbling roll out of bed. Again, my idea, so not gonna be playing too hard. And gonna drag a chair and shuffle out into the hallway.
Okay.
Well, hold on, let me rephrase. I'm gonna get dressed, put on my armor, grab my weapons, and then go hang out in the hallway.
I assumed, but that's fair. That's fair.
I don't know why today I'm being overly paranoid with you trying to be a pain in the ass about catching people like that, but I'm overly cautious today.
That's fair. That's fair. So you guys are free to interact as you wish.
Insert the whole fucking Dead Alewives references.
Are there
Are
any
there-
girls there? I want to do them.
Last time I tried to pull that shit in a D&D game, well, it went well for my character. I had to make a new one because they were taken captive by a nymph.
Oh no.
But, I guess that character got what they wanted ultimately. But yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, that's fair. So, you guys can enter if you wish, and if not, that's fine.
I say it's me.
You cut out there, Dave.
No, it's me and who on watch right now.
Pax.
Yeah, Pax.
I remember 0 about your character. I'm so sorry. We have tokens. I can at least look at that.
Yes. Pax would be the orc rogue. Keychain.
Oh, fucking duh, the other rogue.
Yes.
Wow, how are both the goblinoids the rogues of the party?
Some would even call them the trogs.
Boo.
Yeah, well, some people get their fucking foot shoved up.
Yeah.
Shadowrun racism never ceases to amuse me.
So, and this is in character. A thought occurs.
Hmm.
If there is some sort of attack and or raid, we're still going to be pretty limited on our response time on account of being locked inside, and I assume we don't want to break doors. So I still think my rope idea was a good one. Gonna start
What
fishing.
idea?
Oh, I mean, look, if we got to get out of here and all the doors are locked, I have a rope. We can just climb out a window and then climb back in. We don't have to unlock the door.
Do you mean the windows in our rooms where everybody's sleeping?
Well, yes, but if there were an attack that would necessitate us running through the rooms to climb out the windows, I think we'd want our friends awake anyway.
Yeah, but we'd all just go out the window and leave.
No, we're supposed to fight the orcs, not leave. Like,
Oh, you think they're going to attack here?
it's not so much I think that, but with what happened with our airship, you have to assume we're still being hunted. I don't know who or what or why has the capacity to take down what we were riding on like that, but if they can do that, one can assume they can tap local bandit groups.
I hadn't thought of that.
Just gonna flick the raven feather hanging off the earring.
All right. Plan A. Out the windows.
That's my favorite plan A.
Wouldn't be the first time I'd done that.
Plan B.
As
I
far
guess. Wait, no, hold on. What if we can't fire if we're still in the building? Or do you mean
Sure
like?
you can. Just don't breathe that deep.
I'm gonna just, for no reason, set my pack on the ground and start securing my grapple hook to my rope. No reason.
Yeah, none at all. None whatsoever. Why are you looking at him at me like that?
I'm just saying, if I'm gonna die from something stupid, it's gonna be something stupid I did.
Not if I do it first.
Oh god, you're gonna preemptively out-stupid me?
That's the best.
It's the we're playing like 1D chess.
0.5D chess.
That's checkers with half the number of tokens.
Yes.
No, it's checkers, but only with red pieces.
Oh my god.
Or red spaces.
But no, it's not so much I think the gang themselves would be so bold on their own, but last I knew, whoever shot us down still had a functional airship, which means they move way faster than we do.
I suppose it is possible the Minotaur could have followed us.
Y'all did do a pretty good job of pissing him off.
About that moment, you hear a disturbance from inside room 1. Mahajapit, you see Ross just shoot awake. Hold it up wardingly around him.
Fef is kicking that door open, rapier in hand.
Walk in to see.
Yeah. So, like, how far into the ship is it? Because I'm just trying to think of like if Ma actually would have been like falling asleep by this point.
definitely like on that point of falling asleep where you start to lose the sensation of your physical body, but your mind is still going. When your body starts
Right,
getting
that lagging bit. Yeah, yeah.
That's
Mhm.
where T
I do.
lives.
yeah, that part of getting asleep.
So Maz like hears this going on and just slowly like lips start moving to push him up, and he just looks over, just very, very like on the edge of a sleep, and just what's going on?
I'm just looking at Sword.
Sandras recollects himself for a second, realizes where he is after looking around, puts the sword back down, and must have just been a terrible dream. Never mind me.
Just gonna look around at everybody else. Oh, okay then. Let me go back to my watch.
Maha processes for all of about 5 seconds before just letting his arms just collapse out to the side and just plop back on the bed.
I'll just fuck this.
Oh, I didn't actually move. I stayed in the hallway keeping watch.
That's
So
fair.
when Fef turns back around, I'm just gonna say, "Problem."
Very confused shrug.
Okay.
I didn't have to stab anybody.
That is generally considered.
The lack of stabbings is usually a good sign.
Usually.
Usually.
But after that disturbance, trying to go back to sleep. You guys can, after you turn back to the hall.
So, what's the deal with the feather?
Just everybody in my clan has one of these on them, so we can identify each other.
Are there enough of you that that's a problem?
Yes. Goblins, you see.
Not that often.
Well, don't go. Hold on, I actually have to check the map for my quip.
For goblins on the moon,
All right, let's do it.
send help. We don't know how to breathe.
Yeah, what we're to the north of the mountains where my peoples be.
Yes, originally.
Gotcha. So yeah, if might be more of a problem if you go further south. Just know that if you see a goblin or a hobgoblin with one of these, either they're one of ours or they're somebody I'm going to have to talk to.
Should I tell them you're looking for them?
Preferably no.
Okay.
One day I'm gonna disappear for a week, come back, I have like 80 fucking feathers popping off of my face. I had to go have some discussions.
Talk about a bad family reunion.
But no, as far as I know, in this out of character, it's mostly because I don't feel like bugging Jake to do the extra work. As far as I know, there aren't many who see a point in impersonating us. It's more just a friendly signal.
Okay.
You know, I'm holding my push to talk with the hand. I snap my finger. I can't do both, so just imagine the finger thing. It's like a crest, like humans have. you know, big old symbol. Like, this is where I'm from, or whatever.
Is it nice having a big family?
It's useful. I don't know what it's like to not have a big family, so I mean, I don't hate it, but
Okay. Hey, do you think we're almost done?
not
Jesus
the fish
Christ.
jumps. Oh, the fish jumped.
Yep.
Wow. Wow.
It's not over until the fish jumped. It jumps, now it's over.
Yes. I guess that with that being said, then your watch shift ends rather abruptly. Uh,
Not a nice smooth transition. Just fucking like
It wasn't even meant to be a transition. It was literally just Pax doesn't tell time well.
actually, what time is it? Hey, it's time for our shift to be over. Huh. In which comes to Zindros and Aslan. If there's anything you guys would like to do for interaction, now would be the time.
Sendros would pull out his book and start making notes of what he experienced when he woke up and what he experienced while asleep.
Okay. Okay.
Are you keeping a journal?
I guess you could say that in a sense. I've just always been the more studious and analytical type. I like to know things. It bothers me not knowing the source of what's going on with me. So I keep a lot of books and make a lot of notes and theories about things.
I can understand the difficulties of trying to come to terms with one's origin.
It's less so my origins and more to do with what to do now. That I don't have my original purpose anymore, if that makes sense.
Perhaps it does. Well, I wish you good fortune in trying to find a new purpose for yourself. It is unpleasant to go through life without one.
Indeed. Hopefully, these notes will help in that regard.
Well, else?
Probably the least talkative pair right now.
Indeed, indeed. That's fair. With that being said, with all of you guys kind of with your the sun coming up through the windows as you guys are talking and whatnot and passing the time. I say talking, sitting silently and being gruff and stoic. We're gonna take our break. We've been going for over half our usual time, so we're gonna take a break real quick and 5 minutes or so. Bathroom breaks, get snacks or food, drinks or
I'm
whatever.
gonna disable my ability to speak for a little bit while we're on break.
Okay. See you guys back in about 5 minutes.
Uh,
I don't actually need to get up for anything, so.
So would this be a bad time to start playing Metallica on Jake's stream?
Probably.
There's something real satisfying about watching these fucking VU meters peak as I cough.
Do hope whatever
Just
network
like
social things they're having problems with Sony get resolved by tomorrow morning. I would like to be able to stream tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, jeez.
What?
I guess there's the Virginia school system is removing Dr. Seuss from its no longer the emphasis of Read Across America Day. They're not banning the books or anything, but they're really gonna take Dr. Seuss out of the main rotation for wokeness reasons.
Jesus.
I'm usually up on that sort of shit, and I'm usually sort of in agreement with it, but I was doing dabs and I didn't have my headphones on, so, like, why are they doing that?
I have returned.
Jake, good timing. Of Orientalism, anti-blackness, and
Okay,
white
the
supremacy.
first one I can see. I can actually, I'll buy the first one just because there was a lot of, like, the Asian caricatures because of the times and whatnot, so I'll buy that one. The anti-blackness, I'm struggling to find any of the books I know that could even, with a stretch of logic, fit in that. Same with white supremacy, even. The best I can see the first one because if you draw somebody with two slants for eyes and a fucking like rice hat on, that's pretty fucking racist, bro.
I come back and what the fuck?
Apparently, I only heard part of it because I was dabbing. Like I'm getting caught up to speed because I had my headphones off. But apparently, a municipality, if I heard right, is
The Virginia school system. Apparently, they're not banning Dr. Seuss, but they're no longer going to be emphasizing Dr. Seuss.
I'm gonna Google this because I want to see the exact. Again, I agree on the first point. That does make sense. I want to see the exact.
And everything up until like the 70s or 80s was really bad about how they portrayed.
Yeah.
So, like, I can see people wanting to be done with that sort of shit. That I can get.
So, is everyone back?
I'm gonna not be able to breathe again in a sec here, but I am physically here and my headphones are on.
Oh shit. Dustin will be back in a little while, it looks like. Dave, your mic, or Dan, your mic is keying up, but I'm not hearing you.
I'm not sure what
There you are.
that's about, but
I got you. Yep.
Yeah.
Dustin will be AFK for a little bit, and that's it.
Thank you. Give me more time to not breathe. Oh my god. Okay, so a lot of the anti-blackness thing is coming. I'm gonna look more into this person because this seems like a straight up fucking grift. But this part of it is stemming from an interview involving a guy who wrote a book called "Was the Cat in the Hat Black?" Which I mean, he was a black cat, so technically yes. So I'm not. This is the fucking rabbit hole you've sent me on. Thank you. I hate
You're
it.
welcome.
Look, I need to figure out exactly how annoyed I should be by something. Okay.
Oh god.
Apparently, I've ruined everything.
Oh, he has a whole ass. Oh. Yeah, he's one of those fucking English teachers that make you read some of their own writing as part of the course.
Of course.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I wish I could say I didn't like that. So we'll keep going for a little while. Dustin is to be AFK for a bit. You all awaken. I believe anyone needed healing. However, after your daily preparation, your spells are ready, etc., etc. It is a certainly warm morning, as you might imagine. The sun barely up, and yet it is already in the 70s. After you have breakfast at downstairs, assuming you have breakfast downstairs, which included in the cost of your room. So,
Nice.
that being said, after you have your breakfast, and unless Anyone has any objections? North?
Lorenz and Theft still need supplies in theory because they
We're
didn't
never going to
yesterday.
stop by the general store. We also want to stop by the general store for potential containers for the venom from the scorpion.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
I forgot that.
I remembered.
As you head on, sorry.
Town to the other side.
Yes. Sorry, I got distracted by the local PD Facebook page where they're trying to recruit a 911 dispatcher, and one of the dudes just has a standing desk and a treadmill.
Oh.
Like that motherfucker is very serious about staying in shape. But that being said, you guys are you headed to Beth and Lorenz. The same kind of stocky dwarf behind the counter as we yesterday. Just morning. What can I do for you?
I was like burping. We're in need of supplies. I am sure you spoke with other members of our traveling group.
Eh,
What?
eh. He just kind of nods.
Oh. It is not the sound of affirmation.
Look, I have not had my morning caffeine. I don't give a fuck. You think it is a noise of affirmation?
Yes. I assume that they whatever supplies they got is still within your books. We shall be needing some of the same, as well as. Have you any bottles, otherwise empty ones?
Kind of find his counter or go into his back room and just kind of got like I got a bottle that I'm willing to sell.
How big is the bottle?
Like I'd put it at like not quite beer bottle size, slightly smaller, but not like vial size.
Okay.
Think
Like,
almost think Legend of Zelda.
Oh, like long milk jar.
Yeah.
Okay. That will be quite commissary, actually. So I don't really recall what supplies everybody bought. So I know it was a week's worth of rations,
and a secondary water skin, I remember, and a tent if you don't already have one.
which I don't. So yes, a week's worth of rations, secondary water skin, and a tent, and then the empty Legend of Zelda bottle.
I am afraid I am all out of tents. Your traveling companions bought the last one on me.
So that's fine. That would make do. The rations, the water skin, and the bottles then.
Okay, I'm just kind of wipes at his face before starting to do math. That'll be 6 silver pieces, 5 copper pieces.
This is done.
And nods, takes the fucking coin, just slides it off the desk, just like absolutely still bleary-eyed, waking up, just like, oh, fuckers, why am I? Full-on surly-ass morning dwarf who looks over at Thef. What do you want?
Water skin and some food, please.
Okay. Same as him.
Don't need. Oh wait, you don't have a tent, so yes, and without the bottle.
4 silver, 5 copper pieces.
How about 7 copper? And I did. I realized that was still technically in character, so I had to stop. I was gonna say, and I don't stab you in the throat. Look, I'm gonna be out of alcohol in a sec here because I have no money. So
You and I both can't.
a little bit of pick me up. What do you say to 7 copper and this?
Roll a persuasion.
Diplomacy?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Boy. Oh boy. Nope. That'll be 4 silver, 5 copper.
I don't want to have to make a fortitude save right now, but I have such a dumb idea.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, I can make a vessel to carry a liquid real quick. It legit just gonna look at the bottle, look at the dwarf, shrug, start drinking. I'm not gonna chug it all in one go, but now my goal before we leave is to have this at least empty so I can put more water in it.
Okay. That's
Well, then I
fair.
want to do fort saves.
Me.
Dan's internet is struggling, by the way, if you missed that message.
Oh, I did. Oh, jeez. Yeah, that is bad. Let's see here. No. I'm just gonna give you actually, you know what? Yeah. Make a fort save. Make a fort save.
Oh, something above 10.
Hey. You avoid being inflicted with clumsy.
For now.
For now. But you do have a bottle.
Oh, cool.
Hey, Dan, welcome back.
To make life easy, by the way, even though the glass bottle would be more useful than just another water skin, I'm just gonna say I have 2 water skins because I don't feel like putting an empty fucking bottle in my
Yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. Same mechanical stuff, yeah.
No, you know what? I lied. I do want the glass bottle because I can make things to put in it.
Hear us now, Dan?
Yeah, I hear you, but I don't know what the fuck is going on.
That's fair. I don't know. So, stocked up, head north. And then after traveling for about hours, you head off the beaten path, as it were. Heading towards the east. As you are along, you get up to the what you can only suspect. Well, frankly, what you can only suspect is the right place as the almost hidden. The rock itself. Well, the sand kind of gives way to more dried and kind of cracked, hard ground, and around that area, you see just a into the ground. You see a very it's kind of small cave opening. To help you visualize. On over.
Ooh, that load.
Bring us on over. Bring us on over to the map. What was that, Dave?
You had a bit of robo voice while you were loading the.
Oh yeah. Because it's a peer-to-peer connection, so it's all sorts. Obviously, feel free to move yourselves however you see fit, or where you would think you would rather be. Oh, and
Um,
I guess we need to decide who our vanguard is.
indeed.
I'll stay up front.
I would direct everyone's attention, by the way, to the Discord text chat real quick, just to...
let's let Dan try what Dave suggested first. If it's necessary, I don't mind.
That's fair.
Yeah, I agree. Like, this is a really good pausing point if can't recover.
Yes. But
Also-
because next week Dan should have additional technology to the streaming the screen sharing shouldn't be necessary anymore.
Right.
Hopefully.
Is it just me or does the view of the cave? I think you might have to be in the same spot where I'm standing. It looks like a face.
I can totally see that though.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a face to it.
It's God. It's the rock monsters from that episode of
I can see it.
the show about the robot girl.
My life is a teenage robot.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, you're not
It's-
wrong.
It's those guys. That's literally the face I'm seeing.
From where I'm standing, it's a little Peter Griffin-y.
All right.
Yeah, maybe a little Cro-Magnon-y. Because look,
The brow,
Jake-
yeah.
yeah, follow along with my mouse on the map. Because look, forehead, eyes, nose, mouth, bottom of the mouth, chin.
No comment. You're not wrong. But shut up. I just realized I didn't put my usual like wall around the play area, the map, but oh no, you all can see off into the gray void, but you cannot go.
It's terrifying over there. It's cold. Light so much as it's just not dark.
Yeah, that's probably the most accurate description. It is not light so much as it is not dark.
For those who are watching on the stream, what we're doing right now is we are waiting to see if Dan or if Mahajapit's player can fix his internet. He's having internet right now. He and Zindras's player both are currently having issues. We may wind up calling the session early. And then start in with the battle at the top of the battle next week.
Oh, I just realized. Okay, so I had issues with my headphones at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, that, and then just tonight's been just a random cascade of issues.
Yeah, gremlins. That being said, at the very least, I mean, hey, next weekend I have off, so I don't have to worry about working a full fucking shift of work.
That's good.
In earlier in the day.
Or having to work tomorrow morning.
Yes, that too. Hey, Pat. Oh. Welcome back.
Hey.
You give us a test.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It seems to be okay.
Sometimes you just gotta unclog your internet, alright?
Right. I will be right back, though. I just want to check with Dustin real quick, see if
Sure.
he's had any luck.
Yep.
Well, while we're not doing anything, I'm gonna call a whole lot for reasons that are legal in my state.
Jesus Christ.
It's his other inhaler.
Yeah.
The reason, no, nah. I've actually I found out my lungs get weird, and this includes like when we were heavy into smoking hookah too. My lungs get worse if I don't smoke, and I assume it's just because I'm not working them out or something stupid like that.
Alveoli are sacs that need to be stretched. You don't stretch yours because of the severely hampered capacity of your lungs.
See, it do make sense. I should get back into hookah.
It's also why you have heart problems unless you are in the consumption of caffeine, because without the additional stimulants, your heart muscles do not work as strongly as they're supposed to.
I did tell you how that all ended out, right?
Not how it ended out. I mean, I helped you interpret the results of that test.
Do another EKG. And essentially it just amounted to, hey, sometimes, most of the time, my heart rate is so low that people get worried. It's just what it is. There's no reason for it. There's no irregularities in my heartbeat or anything. The sonogram was fine. My heart just is lazy, and that's fine, because same.
We have to. I don't know if you're familiar with the Billy Connolly bit, but we have to take you down to Glasgow, where they have the Great Heart Defuculator.
No, that I don't know that one.
I'll find it.
Oh
for you.
god, now Warden's having issues. Jesus Christ. The gremlins, they have come. Welcome back, Warden.
Some motherfuckers haven't been soaking their computers in the unguents.
Burning the incense.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Also, I ended up having that driver crash early on too.
That's true.
Man, we're just not playing tonight is not a Pathfinder.
Bug finder.
Bug fight.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Somehow my stuff got messed up.
No, you
Nope.
sound fine.
Fine.
Okay, Jake, I figured it out. So I generally stream on Fridays. I didn't yesterday. Every one of my Friday streams is plagued by some sort of technical issues the whole way through. I've accidentally brought that to Pathfinder this week.
You bitch! No.
Friday's your night to fix your issues before Pathfinder, then, I guess.
So, like, I don't think there's...
Is Dan still having problems, or did he?
Dan
recover?
seems to be okay, but he went to check on Dustin.
Also, fair.
Yeah, pretty fair. I think just trying to see if I could get remote play up and working might have knocked out my Discord for some reason.
Possible.
Poor saps are here watching us have everything break. Oh, hey, Vander's here.
Oh
What
shit!
up? What up, Vander?
I can't find the video. I'll have to like really go scrolling for it at some point. But it's having a heart doctor in Scotland, and the official diagnosis being that your heart's fucked.
No, you gotta take it to the Great Heart Defuculator, I believe you said.
Yeah, we have to go on down to Glasgow, where they have the Great Heart Defuculator.
Oh, that I would trust going to Glasgow for anything involving any of my organs?
Outside of getting them stolen.
I've heard they have really good smiles, though.
Real talk, I heard they had real good kebabs, though.
I believe that.
Most of the UK seems to.
Yeah, something I wish we would pick up, that, and I wish we could have, like, a proper chippy, because, like, I want fish and chips, like, 80% of the time I'm alive.
Unfortunately, I believe this is gonna have to be the end of the Pathfinder session tonight.
It's looking that way. That's all right.
Yep. We will be back next week, 6 p.m. Saturday evening, with
Things.
with the beginning of the fight in the cave, and everything else.
There will be a scorpion involved, so make sure to get over here.
Right.
Ooh.
He didn't even catch that for a second.
Took him a sec.
I want to thank.
He even accepted it for a moment, and then realized what was said.
I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. I will, both my players and those who are watching on the stream, I very well might bring the stream up after the session, just to play a video game.
Who the fuck plays video games?
Those nerds.
Maybe more Yakuza. Maybe something else. I don't know.
Playing a JRPG.
Nerd. Wait, hold. Okay, I guess Yakuza would be.
The
Like,
new one is really
Yakuza 7
JRPG.
is totally JRPG.
Yeah, Yakuza 7 is actually a JRPG in the style of Dragon Quest.
God, what?
Yeah.
I
Full-
need to remain
full-
completely spoiler free for this one, so I can go into stream blind on it.
I was gonna say, if you want to like see gameplay, I'll probably be bringing that up in a little while.
I'll peek at some gameplay, and then I'll hide myself.
That's fair. No, yeah, it's full on like turn-based, party-based, class-based JRPG.
You know, it's every time I think I've gotten used to the Yakuza franchise.
That's the whole point of the
Oh,
franchise.
I didn't know. I didn't know until I played fucking Yakuza 0.
That's fair.
A couple PS4. I had missed the entire fucking franchise.
So, good night, everyone. We will see you guys next week. Have a wonderful evening, and stay good, neighborhood. That's the wrong intro. Peace.
Outro.
Fuck!